American Legion Baseball is on the air. Today from John Randall Field, it's the annual Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball Tournament. Today's game is brought to you by Bell Bank, Belmore & Sons, Cargill, Carlson Valley Insurance, Jahinka Zoo, Hike Camp Construction, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, Schmitty's Plumbing and Heating, Smith Motors, Valley Beat Service and Manufacturing, Action Realty, Buyer Insurance Agency, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Vision Ford. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome to the Wilkins Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Blofis here as we are set to start off the Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball Tournament, and this is an annual tournament they do here at John Randall Field every year. I'm a big fan of it, if you can't tell. They've done it for, I want to say, the past 5 or 6 years. I think they made this, a regular season kind of thing, and they do early on in the year. And we have Wahpeton taking on Fergus Falls to open up this tournament. 2 games today in this round-robin tournament. It's Wahpeton and Fergus Falls, as I said, followed by Detroit Lakes and East Grand Forks. And then there's going to be 4 games. We'll have 3 of them on the airwaves tomorrow, as we're doing all the Lemoore games as well. Just wanted to let all of you fantastic listeners know that for our sister stations. We're helping them out a little bit. Lemoore and Wahpeton square off at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. East Grand Forks and Lemoore followed up at 12:30. And then Wahpeton and East Grand Forks square off at 3. And then the only game we will not have on the airwaves tomorrow is Detroit Lakes versus Fergus Falls. And then the final day of the tournament, 10 a.m., Fergus versus East Grand. Only game we will not have on the airwaves. And then Lemoore versus Fergus Falls at 12:30 p.m., 3 o'clock. Detroit Lakes taking on Lemoore. And then 5:30, Wahpeton and Detroit Lakes will wrap up the tournament, the final game. And once again, it's a round-robin tournament, so we'll see how it all shakes out from there. That goes on for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday should be a very fun weekend of baseball. And make sure to tune in also on our video stream, KBMW News Live, on our YouTube channel if you're hoping to watch the game for yourselves. As we're set for the first pitch, starting in about 13 minutes, so we'll take our first commercial break. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
Belmore & Sons in Wahpeton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore & Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore & Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Summer of 2023 is here, and it is the best time to do the zoo. At Jahinka Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Jahinka Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Jahinka Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Jahinka Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Hike Camp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Hike Camp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Mindak Farmers Cooperative is proud to be serving the Red River Valley since 1974. The staff at Mindak Farmers Cooperative would like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the agribusiness community. From the fields to the parts stores to the factory, everyone works together to sweeten the local economy, pumping millions into the strength of our schools, community, and businesses. Thank you all for supporting the local farmers and our communities. Your sugar by nature, Mindak Farmers Cooperative in Wahpeton.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, which is once again a tradition of good taste and company. Tournament office here with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Start off with the Fergus Falls squad. They got Logan Larson batting leadoff. He is the pitcher wearing number 13. Ben Swanson up next. First baseman wearing number 22. Owen Kruger in the 3 spot. He's a center fielder, so you know he's got good speed, wearing number 10. Colin Becker batting cleanup. Second baseman wearing number 27. Will Gronwald. He's a left fielder wearing number 2. Evan Lindgren in the 6th spot. Playing shortstop and wearing number 3. Brock Sherman. He's the catcher on this squad wearing number 17. In the 8th spot, they got Riston Albert. Third baseman wearing number 14. Brandon Brown rounding it out in the starting lineup. In right field wearing number 33. And then coming off the bench, they got Sammy Holmes and Clayton Brown as their reserves. And then for Wahpeton Post 20, my apologies if I actually say Wahpeton Huskies, after the fantastic school ball season they had. You can't can't blame me for thinking that we're still in the spring season almost. But anyways, Caden Kappa is in the leadoff spot, and he's playing shortstop wearing number 5, the Minnesota Crookston commit. Gavin Schroeder playing left field is wearing number 2. Jackson Fleetfoot in the 3 spot, another Crookston commit, playing catcher wearing number 7. Jaden King in right field in the cleanup spot wearing number 6. Riley Timian playing third base and wearing number 11. Caden Hawker will be pitching today and wearing number 9 in the 6th spot. Tori Ulick, the super senior, coming back this year. He's in center field wearing number 20. Josiah Hoffman in the 8th spot wearing number 1 and playing first base. And then rounding out the starting lineup is Jack Rittenauer playing second base wearing number 8. And then the reserves for Wahpeton Post 20 include Skylar Blado, Josiah Brewer, Eli Kappas, Keegan Lynch, and Braxton Pauley. Sterling Warney is not in the lineup today, so we'll not be seeing him coming in as a reserve on this squad. So that is a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Once again, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And not only are we doing the starting lineups, they're announcing the starting lineups here at John Randall Field as well. So, maybe we might be getting off to an early start to the day. We shall see. Set for a 4 o'clock first pitch, but we shall see. We'll take another quick commercial break, as it looks like we're about to jump into the national anthem in just a bit here. You're listening to the Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball Tournament on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pad, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off on all AC labor. Located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton or online at smithmotors.com. That's smithmotors.com.
At Valley Beet Service and Manufacturing in Dwight, we're dedicated to serve America's hard-working sugar beet growers. We have Amity and Artsway aftermarket lifter wheels, along with a large inventory of parts for all makes and models of sugar beet equipment and toppers, in stock and available for pickup or shipping. Count on the experienced team at Valley Beet full-service shop for all your sugar beet equipment repairs or to respiral or replastic grab rolls. Just a quick drive west of Wahpeton or south of Fargo. There's no job too big or small for Valley Beet Service of Dwight. Give us a call at 642-1181. That's Valley Beet Service and Manufacturing.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back to John Randall Field for the Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball Tournament. We're about to start off the first game of the tournament, not just for Wahpeton Post 20, but for the entire tournament. And due up to start this off, got a left-handed batter starting with Logan Larson, the pitcher wearing number 13 for Fergus Falls. Didn't get a whole lot of reporting on this Fergus Falls squad, who are coached by Trevor Larson and assistant coach Tostin Mann, by the way. Wahpeton Post 20 is coached by Chris Kappas. As first pitch is nibbles the outside part of the corner for strike one. Hawker loses his hat right away. We're going to see how many times that happens. But from what I heard about this Fergus Falls squad, they're coming off a bit of a tough spring ball season. So looking to bounce back here in the American Legion season with those guys that they're returning from the spring. Hawker's next pitch is a swing and a miss, so 0-2 count to start this off. Fergus Falls post 30 with their left-handed batter to start this off. Chops it over for a base hit between the third baseman and the shortstop. So way to battle with an 0-2 count. Starts it off with a single. And they have a pair of mercy rules. 12 after 4 if there's a 12-run lead in the fourth inning. Also 8 after 5. So usually it's 10 runs in American Legion Baseball, but since it's a tournament, they narrow it down to 8. As that one is fouled off. Thankful for that net. So it looked like it was coming right for this press box, this beautiful press box here at John Randall Field. Very thankful for that. Beautiful facilities here. Always happy to be able to get to do a game here, as there's a pickoff attempt over to first. Throw is not in time. Didn't even try the tag over there at first base. Is Josiah Hoffman. And in the batter's box is Ben Swanson, the first baseman. Hockert delivers the pitch outside. Nice little backhanded scoop there by Fleet the catcher. Man on first, no outs. Top of the first inning. After a leadoff single from Logan Larson. Hockert gives Larson a little check. Fires the pitch, swing and a miss. Nice clean cut, just didn't make the contact. So we got a 1-2 count. Hockert looking to Fleet for the sign. Checks over to first. Looks back home. Hockert delivers the pitch. And just a bit outside. He was liking that spot, though. 2-2 count. Gets evened up with that ball on the outside corner. Ben Swanson going to look to protect with 2 strikes, just like Logan Larson did. He had an 0-2 count when he got his single. Hockert delivers the pitch, and strike 3 looking on the outside part of the plate. He really liked that spot on the last pitch, so I think he said, let's go back to that. Swanson goes down on strikes, brings up Owen Kruger, the center fielder, rocking number 10, a right-handed hitter. Just like what Swanson was, Larson, however, was the left-handed hitter to lead it off. And pickoff attempt. Not in time. A good job there by Josiah Hoffman to keep it from being a sailing, into foul territory. Hockert, I had that one balanced, but a good stop by Fleet keeping it in front of him. 1-0 count. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Wahpeton post 20 taking on Fergus Falls post 30. Hockert fires the pitch. Low and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 count. Here in the first game of the Wahpeton post 20 tournament at John Randall Field. Detroit Lakes and East Grand Forks dialed up to play the next game, as that is a strike looking. 2-1 count. Job by Hockert battling back. For those who don't know, somehow, Wahpeton post 20 coming off their best spring season in school history. Had their best finish at the state tournament and won the East region for the first time in school history. And that one finds the outside part of the plate for strike 2 looking. And, there's reason to believe they might even be better in the spring with the addition of Tori Ulick. It's one of their top performers last year, working his way back into form. As these guys all just had a spring season, so he's kind of just getting back into the swing of things. So that one is fouled off. So it will remain a 2-2 count. I'm once again thankful for that net. Covers up the grandstand. Hockert. And has a nice curveball, but drops in just a bit outside. Set up the full count. So Hockert looking to Fleet for the sign. Got to have his best pitch here in the full count. And swing and a miss. And now they're going to try to get the man stealing, but stolen base by Logan Larson. Throw a little bit off the mark from Fleet as Owen Kruger goes down swinging. So 2 strikeouts. Makes it 2 outs with a man on second after that stolen base. And now they're bringing in a courtesy runner. And the courtesy runner is Sammy Holmes in scoring position. Caden Kappas tried to do his best to hop up and snag that one. It was on the second baseman's side. So the throw sailed a little bit to the right. Hockert checks the man at second, delivers the pitch, and it is ball 1 a little high for the cleanup hitter. Colin Becker plays second base, rocks number 27. Going to look to trade places here with Sammy Holmes on second base. And pickoff is there in time, and they got him. Beautiful pickoff play there, executed beautifully. Hawker to Caden Kappas, who got there with plenty of time to spare. Got Holmes sleeping a little bit there. So we'll take a quick commercial break. 1 hit, 0 runs. As we head into the bottom of the first, you're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Belmore & Sons in Wahpeton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore & Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore & Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
And welcome back to John Randall Field here in the bottom of the first inning. It's about to get underway. We got Caden Kappas lined up, followed by Gavin Schroeder and Jackson Fleetflit, the top 3 hitters in the Wahpeton order. A very nice pickoff play to end that last inning. Pickoff throw with the courtesy runner, Sammy Holmes, got caught sleeping. Picked off for the out. Kappas, who just laid down the tag for the final out of the inning, will step into the batter's box. Kappas, a staple in the leadoff spot the last few years for Wahpeton Post 20. And pitching is Logan Larson. First pitch is too high for ball 1. Looking to deliver the next pitch, number 13. And Kappas, good contact on it. And driving way back to left field. And it's going to go off the wall, so it'll stay in the park, but a stand-up double with ease. You could tell, judging by the Wahpeton dugout, they were excited. That one would have been going off, but he'll have to settle for a double. Not a bad way to start off the game by Caden Kappas. Had some beautiful contact. The left fielder, Will Gronwall, got on his horse right away and actually bounced off the wall and went flying into foul territory, so he had to go track it down, but it will stay a double as Gavin Schroeder steps into the batter's box. And a little too high, ball 1. Schroeder, wearing number 2, a left fielder on this squad. Okay, trade places with Kappas. And that one going to be a strike. Schroeder was so close up in the box, it looked like he was close to hitting him, but he might have just been that up close to the plate. Excuse me, 1-1 count. Logan Larson getting his sign from Brock Sherman, the catcher. And this one hit to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it cleanly, fires it to first, but the throw is way too high. That'll bring in Kappas off the air. And Schroeder is going to get over to second base. So after the E6, Gavin Schroeder gets all the way over to second base. So just like that, we got a 1-0 game. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Jackson Fleetflit stepping up to the plate. Fleetflit, the catcher on this squad, with a very wide open stance. Fouls off this one to start off the AB. I've had a few of these sail into the net so far off foul balls. That's the first one that's made me flinch. I'm sure it will not be the last. Logan Larson giving up the one hit so far, the double by Kappas. And Fleetfoot going to hit this one to center. Looks like this is going to be fielded easily, so that is the first out here in the bottom of the first off the F8. Now we'll bring up Jaden King, the cleanup hitter. Rocking number 6. King looks over to head coach Chris Kappas for the sign. King. Another Wahpeton player that starts off with an open stance. I don't think it was as wide open as Fleetfoot's, but still a pretty open stance. It's always interesting, man. Larson getting the sign from Sherman. Checks over to second. Delivers home. And that one inside for strike one looking. 1-1 count. Inside part of the plate. Gavin Schroeder on second base. Wahpeton leading 1-0. Here's one out in the bottom of the first. Larson fires home. And this one hit hard at the second baseman, but he fields it cleanly. Throws it over to first, but moved the runner over for out number 2. So that'll bring up Riley Timian, the 5-hitter. Gavin Schroeder on third. 2 outs, so no, the sac fly is not in play right now. See what Riley Timian has lined up here, the third baseman. It's this one. It's kind of a repeat of the last at bat. Right over to the second baseman, fielded cleanly, and thrown over to first to get out of the inning. Colin Becker made both of those plays. So 1 run is scored. Caden Kappas led it off with a double and then scored on an errant throw by the shortstop, making it a 1-0 game heading into the second inning. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is here, and it is the best time to do the zoo. At Jankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Jankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Jankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Jankaba Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
And welcome back to the Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball Tournament. Post 20 strikes first. Caden Kappas, the leadoff hitter, drilled a deep double to left. And Gavin Schroeder, the number 2 hitter, got on with an E6, which scored Kappas. So he was running when it got hit over when it grounded over to the shortstop. And that was the 1-run scoring. And this one hit to center field. Tori Ulick gonna have to get on his horse and makes a heck of a catch. Tori Ulick already in mid-season form. It's a few games into the summer ball season. And that was hit very well by Colin Becker. That's why he's in the cleanup spot. But just a heck of a play in center field by Tori Ulick. Older brother Jake Ulick, another solid center fielder in this program's history. Swing and a miss here from number 2, Will Gronwald. He's a left fielder on this Fergus Falls squad. So far, Hawker off to a 2 strikeout start to the game. Ball one there, so 1-1. He's got 2 strikeouts, giving up 1 hit. And a nice pickoff play as well, as this one hit into foul territory in right field and hauled in by Jaden King. So a pair of fly balls here. This could turn into a very quick inning as Evan Lindgren coming up. I think the left fielder right now is due. That is Gavin Schroeder. Center fielder got one, right fielder got one. Only makes sense. This one's going to left field. Heard it here first, folks. Evan Lindgren waiting on the pitch, and that one nibbles just a little bit outside for ball 1 to start off the AB. Hockert delivers the pitch, and swing and a miss to even up the count. 1-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, or if you're watching on our video stream, the Action Realty scoreboard. That one outside, ball 2. 2-1 count here at John Randall Field on a beautiful Friday to start off this tournament, which goes from Friday to Sunday. That one too far outside and low, so that makes it a 3-1 count. Hockert in danger of walking his first batter today. And he does. So Evan Lindgren gets on the base paths with a walk. Brings up Brock Sherman, the number 7 hitter. He plays catcher. Where's number 17? Big fan of the blue jerseys. Fergus Falls Sports. His first pitch is away, fouled off. That one is out of play down the right field line. So an 0-1 count. First pitch strike for Hockert. Man on first. Evan Lindgren, we'll see if he gets a big lead here. They're trying to keep him on. Hockert gives him a look. Gives him another one. Fires home. And way too high. Wild pitch. Fleet runs it down. But the wild pitch moves Lindgren into scoring position. Brock Sherman calls for some time. All the Fergus players, he should know, the umpire is going to be giving you time if you call for it, as he is the catcher, obviously, as he chops this one foul territory down the right field line. 2 strikes now, but he's on the pitcher. He's fouled off a couple of them, so just needs to protect with the 2 strikes now. 1-2 count. Here with 2 outs here in the top of the second. 1-0 game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Hockert checks over to second base. And we'll keep checking between second and home. And swing and a miss to get out of the inning. 3rd strikeout of the day for Hockert. To wrap up the top of the second. Wahpeton leads 1-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Mindak Farmers Cooperative is proud to be serving the Red River Valley since 1974. The staff at Mindak Farmers Cooperative would like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the agribusiness community. From the field to the parts stores to the factory, everyone works together to sweeten the local economy, pumping millions into the strength of our schools, community, and businesses. Thank you all for supporting the local farmers and our communities. Your sugar by nature, Mindak Farmers Cooperative in Wahpeton.
We got a 1-0 game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Turner Bluff on the call with the Wahpeton Post 20 squad in the lead. About to start off the bottom of the second inning. So far, both teams have 1 hit Fergus Falls does have an error, so that 1 run was not earned. After Caden Kappas had a booming double to get on base and then scored on an errant throw by the shortstop. Caden Hocker, the pitcher, coming up to bat. He's going to want to get some revenge as Logan Larson, Fergus Falls' pitcher, got a hit off him. Broke up the no-hitter on the first at-bat of the game. Hate to see it. First pitch finds the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Little check swing from Hocker, but didn't like it enough to fully commit. Hocker, or number 9. And a little bit of a check swing here again, but didn't go for it. 1-1 count. That one was too far outside. Thankfully did not chase that one, he's thinking to himself. Inside part of the plate this time. Finds the zone for strike 2. 1-2 count. For the leadoff hitter in this inning. And this one, inside pitch, hacked down the first baseline. So remain a 1-2 count. Hocker waiting on the pitch from Larson. Fires home. And got him looking. Strike 3. As Hocker goes down. The backwards K. Tor Ulick stepping into the batter's box. Ulick had that gem of a catch last inning, or in the earlier on in this inning. He's in the 7th spot. Don't be surprised if he moves up the order throughout this year, the left-handed hitter. Going to lead off with a bunt down the third baseline, and he's going to get there with ease. Makes it look too easy. The bunt single. So that gets a man on base with 1 out, and if he's got the wheels to lay down a bunt on the first pitch, don't be surprised if he's going to be taken off for second pretty soon here. Meanwhile, Josiah Hoffman, number 1, the first baseman, stepping into the batter's box. Larson fires home. And on the first pitch, Ulick is heading to second, and he is safe. It was a close play, though. That was a nice toss there by Brock Sherman, but just a hair late. The head first slide. If he doesn't slide, he's definitely out there. Now his mom's probably watching the game saying, great, now I got to watch your jersey. No fun. Hoffman waiting on the pitch. Inside pitch and fouled down the third baseline. Coach Kappas not phased. You'd have seen me jumping like a Looney Tunes character if I'm down there thinking I'm about to get hit by a ball. 0-2 count. Or Josiah Hoffman. Man on second. 1 out. Larson. Ooh, just a bit outside. Trying to nibble that outside corner to get Hoffman looking, but that'll be ball 1. 1-2 count. Hoffman's got to protect with those 2 strikes. That one was maybe a little too close for comfort. And that one inside, that one definitely a ball. Good job, Josiah, not swinging at that one. With Jack Rittenauer on deck. And leadoff batter, Caden Kappas in the hole. 1 out. We'll see if we'll get to Kappas. Larson checks over to Ulick on second. Fires home, and low pitch will allow Ulick to take third. And a walk by Hoffman. I didn't realize he had that many balls already. My apologies. So men in the corners with Jack Rittenauer stepping into the batter's box. Rittenauer plays second base. Where's number 8? And bloops this one up to right field. And hauled in, but that is going to be an RBI sac fly, it looks like, and it will. So good AB there to get the run on the board. Tori Ulick comes in to score. An RBI on the books for Jack Ridnour. Caden Kappas comes up to bat. Number 5, the shortstop. Kappas gonna look to follow up that fantastic double he had to start off this game. Didn't like that first pitch, high part of the zone, but finds the zone for strike 1. 2-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, or if you're watching on the video stream, the Action Realty scoreboard. Didn't know where to watch the stream? It is on our YouTube channel, KBMW News Live. It's Josiah Hoffman. Dives back to first base after the pickoff throw from Logan Larson. Larson checks over to first. Now brings his attention back to Kappas. And that one, another strike looking. Makes it an 0-2 count for Cap. Caden Kappas has one of the squad's 2 hits. And going to try to make it hit number 2 for him on the day, and he does. Drops in front of the center fielder for the single. Now he just needs a dinger and a triple, and he's got the cycle. Seems attainable. 3 hits by this squad. Kappas has got 2 of them so far. Gavin Schroeder steps in the batter's box for the second time today. Got on with an E6 last time around. The same error that scored Kappas. Larson looks over to second. Fires home. And strike 1 down the pipe. Two 2-0 Wahpeton post 20 lead here against Fergus Falls post 30. They got 3 hits to Fergus's 1. Larson looks over to second. Fires home. And this one could drop into shallow right. Actually, will drop over the right fielder. So Schroeder with the base knock. Brings in 1 run. Brings in 2 run. He's going to look to go for third. And he gets there with a stand-up triple. That right fielder was playing it just a little too shallow because it didn't look like that was going to go too far off of the bat, but proved me wrong. The stand-up triple. I was just talking about how Caden Kappas needs to get a triple and a homer, and Gavin Schroeder said, let me get on that schedule. Brings in 2 runs, makes it a 4-0 Wahpeton lead. Once again, remind you of, I know we're jumping the gun a little bit here, but since it's a tournament, I want to let you know about the updated mercy rules. 12 runs after 4, 8 after 5, instead of the normal 10 after 5. To that 2-run triple, Jackson Fleetflick going to look to get on. And we'll see if they call that either an error or a hit. That would have been had to have been a heck of a play to make the out. They're going to call it a hit. I would have called it a hit too. So Jackson Fleetflick with the single. The RBI single, I should say, as he brought in Gavin Schroeder. And that was a heck of an effort by the shortstop to try to, at least keep it in the infield, but Evan Lindgren. Now in the batter's box is Riley Timian. Grounded out to the second baseman last time. This time he's going to rip a single to the left. Moving Jackson Fleetflick over to second base. So Wahpeton has 4 straight hits in what has been a 4-run inning so far here in the bottom of the second. Josiah Hoffman came in for a run, as did Caden Kappas. Can't forget about Tori Ulick and Gavin Schroeder. All made it home. Riley Timian also grounded out to second. He's going to call for time in the batter's box. Wahpeton leading 5-0. Got to keep the hit streak going. 4 consecutive batters ripping base knocks. See if Timian can make it 5 in a row. This one just a hair too low. Makes it a 1-0 count for number 11, Riley Timian. Timian, third baseman on this squad. Larson looks over to second. Fires the pitch. That one low and outside. Timian saying, I can't swing at that one, as Fergus Falls going to call for a quick time. And it looks like the assistant coach, Tostin Mann, is actually who's just going to come out there and talk with Larson, as well as their catcher, Brock Sherman. Have a quick chat. Well, I thought it said Mann on the back, but that actually is their head coach. My apologies, Trevor Larson. Like any good journo, I made sure to check if there's any relation between Trevor Larson and Logan Larson. I'm kidding. I'll make sure to check that between innings. And the mound visit is over. 2-0 count for Riley Timian. And it's a long weekend of baseball, so you know you don't want to use up all your pitching, obviously. You'd like to keep these guys going as long as you can. 5-0 is the score. Men on first and second for Riley Timian, who hits this one over to second. He's going to take the out at first to wrap up the inning. So for the second time in a row, Riley Timian grounds out to the second baseman. But Wahpeton, a heck of an inning there to put 4 runs on the board. 5-0 your score after 2. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM. Wahpeton leads 5-0.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pad, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off on all AC labor. Located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or online at smithmotors.com. That's smithmotors.com.
After that 5-run second inning, Fergus Falls looking to answer. 4-run second inning, my apologies. So we got a 5-0 Wahpeton Post 20 lead. Swing and a miss here from number 14, Riston Albert. That's a first name I've never heard before. Big fan, though. I like that name, Riston. As a swing and a miss. 0-2 count for Riston Albert. As Caden Hockert has given up 1 hit so far in this game. Struck out a trio of batters. Only 1 walk so far. And swing and a miss. 1-2-3. At bat. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Sends Riston Albert down with strikes. So back-to-back batters have struck out for Fergus Falls. Brandon Brown, the 9-hitter, wearing number 33. He is a right fielder on the post 30 squad. Swing and a miss from Brandon Brown. As Hawker keeping his streak going. Every pitch is a swing and a miss so far, or at least a strike. And that one, a little bit of a check swing, but held off on it. 1-1 count for Brandon Brown. Hawker delivers the pitch, swing and a miss. Makes it a 1-2 count. So 5 of the 6 pitches he's thrown so far to start off this inning have been strikes. We'll see if it's 6 out of 7 now, and he does. Nibbles the outside corner for strike 3. Not too shabby from Caden Hawker. Struck out 3 consecutive batters. But this will probably be his the toughest way to keep the streak going, because this is the only Fergus Falls batter with a hit so far, the leadoff man, Logan Larson. Larson watches that one go too low for ball 1, the left-handed hitter. Caden Hockert looking to get revenge in a couple ways now, because as he delivers ball two, his no-hitter got broke up by Logan Larson in the first at-bat of the game, and Larson also struck out Hockert, so got to be thinking revenge here, and that one a little too high, so 3-0 count, or 2-1 count. My apologies. 2-1 according to the scoreboard. I thought it was 3-0, or 3-0 count. And that is a strike, and apparently it was. So 3-1 count now. Broken clock's right twice a day, so I get to be right twice a day, evidently. And that one just nibbles the outside corner for strike two, make it a full count. Hocker battled back nicely. We'll see what he's got for this pitch. Too low. Ball four, so Logan Larson gets on base for the second time today. They've only had 3 base runners on the day. He's been 2 of them. Ben Swanson steps into the batter's box. He's a first baseman. Where's number 22? And struck out looking his first time up. Hocker checking over to first base, where Logan Larson resides. Josiah Hoffman trying to keep him on over at first base. That one fouled off. We got my second flinch of the day. I'm not built to be behind the plate, evidently. Only time I ever got hit by a foul ball was behind the plate like this. Wasn't here, obviously. The net would have saved me here. Hockert checks over to first. Fires home. Too far outside for a 1-1 count. Two outs here in the top of the third. That one too far inside. So we got a 2-1 count for Ben Swanson. Looking to redeem himself after striking out looking last time up. That one fouled off again. Didn't flinch that time. 2-2 count. Here with 2 outs, 5-0. Wahpeton lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, or the Action Realty scoreboard on our video stream on KBMW News Live. Caden Hockert dribbles this one too low. Jackson Fleetfoot has to track it down. 3-1 count after that one in the dirt. Hockert delivers the pitch. And another one in the dirt for ball four, so back-to-back walks. After Hockert struck out 3 batters in a row, he's now walked 2 in a row. Owen Kruger steps into the batter's box. He struck out last time swinging. He's got 2 men on as Jackson Fleetfoot comes to chat with Hockert quick. Sure, he had some great wisdom to instill on him. Now hustles back behind the plate. Excuse me. In the batter's box is Owen Kruger, the center fielder. Wearing number 10, up with 2 outs. And another one too low. So Hocker just, after a really good start to this inning, has kind of just been dropping him a little too low on the last few at-bats. See if he works on that, as he's going to go for the pickoff at first, but the throw is off the mark. It's going to move a runner over to third. He's actually going to run home. And the throw is going to be too low and sails for an out, or for a run. And I don't really know how I'm going to write all that down. I'm just going to say chaos leads to a run. Fergus Falls gets on the board. Off 2 throws off the mark. So the pickoff throw allows Logan Larson to come around to score. So Fergus Falls has their first run of the game, and now they have a man on third as well. 1-0 count for Owen Kruger. Caden Hockert's got to settle down a little bit at the plate. Man on third. That one too far inside and low. Hockert has this one fouled off. Just got the bare top of the net. Excuse me. Hockert fires the pitch. And they 1-1 count. And that one nibbles the outside part of the plate. So that'll be a 1-2 count now as Hockert getting back into his groove. And not sure what the time was for there. Hockert getting ready to fire the pitch. And that one just a little too low. Evens up the count at 2-2 with 2 outs. And Hockert delivers the pitch for, it's actually a full count. And that is ball 4, so the third walk of the inning. Excuse me. And it's 3 in a row. One of them is coming to score. It's Colin Becker. Will step into the batter's box as Coach Hawker comes out to chat with his son. And you got men in the corners here in this 5-1 game. And a very quick mound visit. Ben Swanson on third base, Owen Kruger on first base. Both got on with walks. 2 outs here. Colin Becker was robbed of a base hit by Tori Ulick. He had the catch of the game so far. That one, a nice curveball to find the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Had some great break on it. Probably the nicest pitch I've seen from Hawkard, so that mound visit must have been very productive. And this one will be hit to center again. And Tori Ulick once again will take a base hit away from Colin Becker. No hits, but a trio of walks led to 1 run being scored after a pickoff throw that was a little off the mark. So we got a 5-1 game with Fergus Falls getting on the board. We head in the bottom of the third. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
At Valley Beet Service and Manufacturing in Dwight, we're dedicated to serve America's hard-working sugar beet growers. We have Amity and Artsway aftermarket lifter wheels, along with a large inventory of parts for all makes and models of sugar beet equipment and toppers. In stock and available for pickup or shipping. Count on the experienced team at Valley Beet full-service shop for all your sugar beet equipment repairs or to respiral or replastic grab rolls. Just a quick drive west of Wahpeton or south of Fargo. There's no job too big or small for Valley Beet Service of Dwight. Give us a call at 642-1181. That's Valley Beet Service and Manufacturing.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back to John Randall Field. Excuse me, I cannot get this scratch out of my throat. And we got a It says 5-2 actually. Thought we had a 5-1 game. And it is a 5-1 game. I think one was just accidentally thrown on there. Maybe I'm going crazy. We'll never know. But stepping into the batter's box is Caden Hockert. Looking to get the offense going after the tough inning on the mound. And a new pitcher for Post 30 who gives up a single for Hockert. And on the mound now is Will Gronwald. As Larson went 2 innings on the hill. Gave up 5 hits and 5 runs. After that beautiful single by Hawker, maybe taking out a little bit of frustration after that that round on the hill. That one a little inside for ball 1. For Tori Ulick. Ulick had a beautiful bunt single. My apologies. Larson actually gave up 6 hits and 5 runs. Left-handed batter Ulick. That one way outside, but it was a pitch out. But Hawker makes sure to steal in time. Showing off the wheels. With Tori Ulick at the plate. Got a lot of speed on this Wahpeton squad. Ulick, memory serves correctly, which it rarely does. Pretty sure he led the team in stolen bases last year. So, you know, he's already got a stolen base on the day as well. That one too high, though. So, ball 2. I promise I've been drinking water on commercial breaks, everybody. Ulick, number 20. Got a couple nice catches in center field already. That one, just a hair inside. Actually, that was ball 4. Well, that was ball 3, but it's ball 4. My apologies. So, Tori Ulick helping that on-base percentage. He's got on both times. He stepped up to the plate. Brings up Josiah Hoffman. Got on with a walk last time up and scored a run. And that one way outside. So trying to get the control under control. That was terrible wording by from Will Gronwald. 1-out count for Hoffman. And looks like he's going to show bunt, but he's not going to do it. And a little bit of confusion on the base pads. He looks going to have to bust it to get back to third or to get back to first. I think he was supposed to lay down a bunt there maybe because both runners were really taking off there. 2-0 count. Will Gronwald, who started the game in left field. And showing bunt again. And they're going to take both bases. So Hawker with his second stolen base, and also Tori Ulick's second stolen base. So 2 runners in scoring position for Josiah Hoffman. No outs, 2-1 count. Hoffman waiting on the pitch. And that one outside. 3-1 count. Gronwald struggling to get into a rhythm so far here. He has just entered the game at pitcher. Gave up a single to start it off and then a walk. So not a great start. And now it'll be another walk. And Gronwald already going to get a quick visit. As Hoffman gets on base with his second walk of the day. Take a very quick break for this mound visit. And actually, they're going to make a pitching change, it looks like. So Gronwald comes in and lets 3 runners get on base and comes right out. So we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 Score. Wahpeton leads 5-1. Bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom of the third.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
Belmore and Sons in Wahpeton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore and Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore and Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmw.news.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome back to John Randall Field. Got another quick pitching change. It's Will Gronwald. Came in, gave up a hit, and 2 walks to load the bases. Pass ball, but they're not going to capitalize. So not a great start by Brandon Brown. Didn't get any outs. So the third pitcher Fergus Falls has used today, Brandon Brown. The base is loaded. Not a fun situation to jump into. 2 straight balls. Bases loaded for Jack Rittenauer, the 9-hitter. And RBI sac flies last time up. That one too far inside. 3-0 count. Likely looking over to Coach Kappas to get the take sign. Rittenauer waiting on the pitch. And that one drops in for a strike. And that's about his, I know he got the take sign there, so he couldn't take a cut at it, but I'm sure that one's hard to watch go by. That was, that looked like the pitch that Rittenauer could definitely line and drive. That one too low and outside for the RBI walk. Brings in Caden Hockert. So 2 RBIs by Jack Rittenauer. Had the sac fly, and now he gets the RBI walk. Caden Kappas, 2 for 2. Scored a pair of runs. He's got a single and a double. Wahpeton leads 6-1 now. Kappas waiting on the pitch after ball 1. Brandon Brown started the game playing right field. Kappas swinging a miss and fouls it off, actually. Makes it a 1-1 count. Bases loaded. With Tor Ulick on third, Josiah Hoffman on second, and Jack Ridnour on first. Brown delivers the pitch. Kappas. It's that one to center, deep into center. It's going to get hauled in, but Tor Ulick's going to tag up and head in for the run. So an RBI sac fly by Kappas. He's been really using that power with the bat today. His first hit, everyone thought it was going to go out of the park. Tor Ulick reaches home for the second time on the day. So runners on first and third with Gavin Schroeder stepping up to the plate. Had a 2-run triple his last time up. Going to look to repeat that as his squad is up 7-1. Gets the really high up grip with the bat. And they're going to let Jack Ridnour take second. Excuse me, everyone. My apologies. 1-0 count for Schroeder. Love that batting stance. Starts off real high like the samurai. And that one nibbles the outside part of the plate for 1-1 count with 1 out. That 1 out coming on that RBI sac fly. Brown looks home. And that one too low. Schroeder says hold off. Keeps Josiah Hoffman on third. Jack Ridnour on second. 7-1 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here in the bottom of the third inning. Wahpeton in control so far. Loaded the bases right off the bat. And that one is fouled off. Makes it a 2-2 count with 1 out. As Will Gronwald started off the inning and loaded the bases right off the bat. Brown fires home. And that one's going to get popped up. Catcher is going to have a play on it and makes the grab. Gavin Schroeder pops up to the catcher. It's Fergus Falls doing a good job of kind of limiting the damage. This could have got a lot uglier. I mean, the inning's not over, so technically it still could, but Jackson Fleetwood coming up. Flew out to center and had an RBI single his last time up. Men on second and third. Fleetwood would love to bring them home right now. First pitch too low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Brandon Brown getting the signal from Brock Sherman, the catcher. Delivers the right-handed pitch. Swing and a miss from Fleetwood. Evens the count up at 1-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Wahpeton with a 6-run cushion. Both teams have the same amount of runs as they have hits. Wahpeton's got the 7 hits and 7 runs, and Fergus has the 1 hit and 1 run. That one is ball 2, so a 2-1 count for Fleetwood. Top hitters in the East region this year. Waiting on the pitch. And that one too high. Makes it a 3-1 count. You can see the disappointment from Wahpeton's star catcher. Hopefully going to be ready for this one though. 3-1 count. 2 outs. 2 men in scoring position. Good hit, makes it a 9-1 game. Fleetwood drives that one. And that is deep and left, and it is out of here. Jackson Fleetfoot, you know, I was saying a good hit would bring in 2 runs, but he said, how about a great hit for 3 runs? A 3-run bomb to left from Jackson Fleetfoot. Not too shabby. So far he is 2 for 3 at the plate with 4 RBIs. And a dinger. Makes it a 10-1 lead, which brings us back to the mercy rule. If you're up by 12 runs after 4, game is over. If you're up by 8 runs after 5, game is over. So Jackson Fleetfoot having a heck of a day at the plate. Now that's I don't envy Jaden King having to follow that up now. Last time he was up, he did have a single, though. That one finds the outside corner for strike 1. Brandon Brown gonna want to shake that one off. As that one is popped up to shallow right. Might drop in. Actually, it will get caught by the second baseman for the 3rd out of the inning. So after that pop-up, Wahpeton racked up 5 runs in that inning, making it a 10-1 game. Also had a pair of hits in that run. So we'll start off the 4th inning just a bit here. Once again, Wahpeton leads 10-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Summer of 2023 is here, and it is the best time to do the zoo. At Jankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Jankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Jankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Jankaba Zoo opens 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Mindak Farmers Cooperative is proud to be serving the Red River Valley since 1974.
And my apologies there. I actually let the commercials keep rolling. 10-1 is the Wahpeton lead. As this is popped up. Looks like the first baseman's going to have a play on it. Josiah Hoffman hauls it in for out number 1 in the inning. And that pop-up was Will Gronwald. So that brings up Evan Lindgren. Last time he was up, he walked. Got into scoring position off a wild pitch. And Hawker fires the pitch, and we have flinch number 3 on the day for me. It's pathetic. Just one flinch when I got this net in front of me is pathetic. I got 3. Maybe I just have really good muscle reactions. I don't know. As that is a swing and a miss in the dirt, and it was a swinging strike 3. Fleetfoot tries to gun it to first and sails it, but Jack Rittenauer doing a really good job backing that up, make the grab. So the drop 3rd strike gets Evan Lindgren on. Brings up Brock Sherman.
The staff at Mindak Farmers Cooperative would like to...
Brock Sherman struck out last time up and started that 3 strikeouts in a row streak for Hawker. Man on first, 1 out. As this one is hit into the hole, and Caden Kappas cannot make the play on it. So that is going to be an infield single for Brock Sherman. Kappas kept it in the infield, though, which limits the runner for moving over from second to third. 2 men on now for Fergus Falls. Brings up Riston Albert. Struck out last time up. Hawker Love to get a nice little grounder to turn 2. Outside part of the plate for strike 1 to start off the AB. Hawker checks the runner at second. Fires home, swing and a miss, and Fleetfoot, thought about getting the man over at first, but held on to it. Didn't catch the runner sleeping like he was hoping to. 0-2 count for Riston Albert. He's trying to avoid striking out once again. And I believe it was three pitches, 3 strikes last time he was up 2, so we'll see if history repeats itself here. And it will not. He'll pop it up down the first base line. Hoffman, just about hauled it in. That would have been his second one he'd have hauled in foul territory today. That would have been impressive, but covered a lot of ground. You got to respect the effort, but wasn't able to make the grab. It'll remain an 0-2 count. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Wahpeton up 10-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, or if you're watching online on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel, that is the Action Realty scoreboard. That one fouled off once again, so Riston Albert starting to figure Hockert out a little bit, just needs to straighten it out. One out, 0-2 count for Riston Albert. Kappas playing some mind games with the man on second. Swing and a miss, drop third, but they're going to throw and they're going to actually turn it into a double play. The man struck out and took off for first and kind of had the runner thinking he could run. And he ended up getting picked off. You haven't seen that very often, but a heads-up play there by Fleetfoot ends the inning. We got a 10-1 score heading into the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Mindak Farmers Cooperative is proud to be serving the Red River Valley since 1974. The staff at Mindak Farmers Cooperative would like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the agribusiness community. From the fields to the parts stores to the factory, everyone works together to sweeten the local economy, pumping millions into the strength of our schools, community, and businesses. Thank you all for supporting the local farmers and our communities. Your sugar by nature, Mindak Farmers Cooperative in Wahpeton.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
And welcome back to John Randall Field. Bottom of the 4th inning, and once again, since this is a tournament, we got a little bit different mercy rules. 12 runs after 4, 8 runs after 5. So if Wahpeton can put 3 runs on the board here in this inning, that is it. Fergus Falls post 30, going to try to keep this game going as Riley Timian steps into the batter's box. So far today, he has grounded out to second twice. Second baseman better be aware, as that is strike 1 looking inside part of the plate. That one just a hair high for the number 5 batter who plays third base. 1-1 count for Timian. That one high and outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. No outs here. Wahpeton so far leading 10-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And they also have more hits, 8-2, but they also have more errors, 3-1. Timian has this one go out into foul territory down the first base line. Evens it up at a 2-2 count for number 11. Brandon Brown, third pitcher Fergus Falls has used in this ballgame. Getting the sign from his catcher. That one too high, make it a full count. Catcher's name is Brock Sherman, by the way. I was trying to remember the first name. I remembered Sherman. Probably could have just gone with that, but like to get the first and the last name. You know how I roll. And that one, too far outside and high, so heading over to first base is Riley Timian. His first time getting on base for the game. Caden Hockert, so far 1 for 2. He's got a single, pair of stolen bases, a run, and then struck out looking his first time up. Lone strikeout of the day for Wahpeton. Nobody tell him that. Man on first. It's Riley Timian. Brown delivers home and right down the pipe for strike one to start off the at-bat. 0-1 count. Caden Hoggard, number 9, having a nice game on the hill. He's held Fergus Falls post 30 to 1 run on the day and only 2 hits. Hockert pops that one up down the right field line, and that one is going to sail into the spot where all the fans set up the chairs. That could have been bad, but luckily it was about 5 feet shy of hitting a fan. So, got an 0-2 count. Got to protect at the plate for Caden Hockert. Trying not to make it 2 strikeouts on the day. That one hit it at the second baseman. He'll ground it out, but he'll move a runner over to second in the process. So I'll call it a sacrifice 4-3. Brings up Tori Ulick. He's got on base both times he's been up and has scored both times he's got on base. Had a nice bunt single and also got on with a walk. Pair of stolen bases on the day to go along with those pair of runs. Man on second. 1 out so far. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wahpeton needing 3 runs to wrap this game up on the mercy rule. That one, high part of the zone for strike 1. So first pitch strike for Brandon Brown. Checks the runner at second. As Riley Timian gets his lead. This one hacked over to third base and gets by the third baseman. Timian take off to third. We'll see what they rule that one. I always go off the scoreboard. They know what they're doing better than I do. They're going to call that a hit for Ulick. So he's got a 2 for 2 day so far. Brings up Josiah Hoffman. He's got a pair of walks and a pair of runs. The man is good at what he does. Not striking out, getting on, and getting home. Hoffman has got men in the corners. And that one nibbles on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Someone's got to tell Hoffman if he sends this one out of the park, that'll do it for the game. Give him a little incentive for that dinger. And swing and a miss. He might have heard me. That looked like a daddy hack there. 0-2 count. 1 out so far here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 10-1 Wahpeton lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard or your Action Realty scoreboard on our video stream. Brown delivers the pitch and swing and a miss from Hoffman. I think I jinxed him. He's talking about how he's good at not striking out. And, what does he do? He goes up and strikes out. Well, someone who has not struck out so far, Jack Ridnour. He's got a pair of RBIs and he's done it without even getting a hit. He's got an RBI sac fly. He also walked with the bases loaded. Scored a run himself as well. And had a stolen base. So he's had a pretty solid day. As he pops this one up down the first base line. And the first baseman will haul it in for the final out of the inning. So Fergus Falls will live to fight another inning. 10-1 is your score. Wahpeton in the lead heading into the top of the 5th inning. Wahpeton can hold on to at least an 8-run lead. That will do it after the top of the 5th. We'll see if they can do it. You're listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pad, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off on all AC labor. Located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton or online at smithmotors.com. That's smithmotors.com.
At Valley Beet Service and Manufacturing in Dwight, we're dedicated to serve America's hard-working sugar beet growers. We have Amity and Artsway aftermarket lifter wheels, along with a large inventory of parts for all makes and models of sugar beet equipment and toppers. In stock and available for pickup or shipping. Count on the experienced team at Valley Beet full-service shop for all your sugar beet equipment repairs or to respiral or replastic grab rolls. Just a quick drive west of Wahpeton or south of Fargo. There's no job too big or small for Valley Beet Service of Dwight. Give us a call at 642-1181. That's Valley Beet Service and Manufacturing.
And welcome back to John Randall Field as we got a pop-up to start off the top of the fifth inning. Brandon Brown flew out to left field to start off this inning. Now Wahpeton 2 outs away from closing out this win. The mercy rule is usually 10 runs in American Legion, but we're in a tournament, so it's only 8 in 5 innings. As this one hit over to third base, misfielded by Timian, and that's going to be an E5 to get a runner on the bag. So I'm sure Coach Kappas is not going to be too happy to see that 4th error here in this ball game. And that gets the leadoff man on, or the leadoff hitter for their team, I should say. He's got on base all 3 times. He's got a single, he's got a walk, and he's got on with an error. Now Ben Swanson comes up. He walked his last time up, struck out the first time. As he hits this one over to the shortstop, and they're going to look for a 6-4-3, and they got it to end the game. Heck of a play there from the Wahpeton infield to wrap that one up. So the 6-4-3 double play wraps this one up, and that was about the quickest inning I've ever seen in a generally really quick game. Hour 17, wow. And you know what? Let's keep with the quick tradition and maybe do a quick post-game show, which is brought to you by Miller Realty. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM. We'll be right back with the Miller Realty post-game show.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
Belmore & Sons in Wahpeton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore & Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore & Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmw.news.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM. Turner Bluff is here as the Wahpeton Huskies, Wahpeton Post 20. I knew I was going to call them the Huskies once today. Wahpeton Post 20 opens up their tournament with a 10-1 victory over Fergus Falls Post 30. And I'll show you how they got those 10 runs. Run through the batting order. Caden Kappa has had a 2-for-2 showing. He had a double, 2 runs, and an RBI sac fly to go along with that. Gavin Schroeder, 1-for-3, had a 2-run triple, also scored a run of his own. Jackson Fleetfoot went 2-for-3, had a home run, a 3-run home run, also had an RBI single, and scored a run of his own, obviously, on that homer. 1-for-2 from Jaden King, 0-for-2 with a walk from Riley Timian. 1-for-2 showing from Caden Hawker, struck out once, had a pair of stolen bases, and a run scored. Torrey Ulick got on base all 3 times he was up. He was 2-for-2, scored a pair of runs, also walked, and had 2 stolen bases on the day. Josiah Hoffman walked twice, scored 2 runs, and struck out once. And then Jack Rittenauer plated a pair of runs, one with a sac fly, one with a bases-loaded walk. Scored a run of his own also, and then also had a stolen base in that 0-for-1 showing. And picking up the win on the hill was Caden Hawker. He gave up 1 run off 2 hits. And 6 strikeouts on the day. And my apologies, forgot to divvy up his walks. Got him for 3 walks on the day. So maybe that might be unofficial. You know, all my stats are always unofficial. You guys know how I roll by now. But getting those 2 hits on the day. Logan Larson for Fergus Falls. And also, I got to make sure Brock Sherman also got a single. So a pair of singles. Scoring that lone run was Logan Larson, the leadoff man. He got on base all 3 times he was up. He had a single, a walk, and then also got on with an error. So a 1-for-1 showing, or 1-for-2 showing, I should say. And got their 1 run off of a, it was a pickoff throw that sailed, and then the throw home also was off the mark as well. So that is how we got to this 10-1 result. Take a quick break and then come back with not only your play of the game, which is brought to you by Red River Agency, but also your player of the game. It's brought to you by Essentia Health. So we'll take a very quick break, come back with your play and player of the games.
Belmore & Sons in Wahpeton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore & Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore & Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show. By the way, I have to make a correction. It was 4 walks given up by Caden Hockert. So still a very solid day on the hill. 4 walks, 2 hits, and that only turned into 1 run. And he also had 6 strikeouts in the showing, picking up the win in 5 innings of work. So we will move on to the play of the game. It's brought to you by Red River Agency in Breckenridge. And, I was very close to going with that double play to wrap it up because that's always fun to end the game on a double play, and that was about as smooth as it could be. But that, you kind of expect those guys to turn that double play like that. It was kind of hit in the perfect way and a perfect situation, but they turned it beautifully, and that's going to be my runner-up for play of the game. My play of the game is going to be Tori Ulick's beautiful catch in center field. I know a lot of people are like, why aren't you going with Jackson Fleetwood's home run? Well, I really love a nice catch out in center field, just out anywhere in the outfield, obviously. He got on his horse on that one, ran it down, and robbed them of a hit, and it wasn't exactly a diving catch. It was kind of a falling catch, but it was a heck of an effort there by Tori Ulick. That's why it gets my play of the game. It's brought to you by Red River Agency. Now I got to show Jackson Fleetwood some love because he's going to be my player of the game with a 2-for-3 showing at the plate, 4 RBIs. He had a 3-run bomb, also an RBI single, so really stepping up when he comes up with runners in scoring position in a 2-for-3 performance. So Jackson Fleetwood, my pick for player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. And that will do it. And a quick rundown once again of the schedule before we wrap this up. We're going to be doing all but 3 of the games here in this tournament. So of the 10 games, we're going to do 7 of them. So I'm going to run through that. We just did this one, obviously, Wahpeton and Fergus Falls. We are not doing the Detroit Lakes and East Grand Forks game, which is going to be following this one up. Andrew Zimmel's got you for the first 3 games of the day tomorrow. It's going to be Lemoore versus Wahpeton at 10 a.m., followed by East Grand Forks and Lemoore at 12:30. As we're doing the Lemoore games as well, our sister station's picking that feed up, so I just want to let all of you listeners know that. 3 o'clock, Wahpeton versus East Grand Forks to wrap up the day for us, as Detroit Lakes and Fergus Falls, the last game, we're not going to be doing that one. And then round robin play Sunday, Fergus Falls and East Grand Forks. We're not doing that game, but we're doing the last 3. I'll be on the call for the Lemoore and Fergus Falls game. I'll also be on the call for the Detroit Lakes and Lemoore game. So I'm doing a pair of Lemoore games, then Andrew Zimmel's got you for the one Wahpeton game on Sunday as they wrap up the tournament against Detroit Lakes. So if you want to look for the broadcast calendar yourself, go to our website, kbmwnews.com, hover over the broadcast or the sports tab, and you'll find our broadcast calendar. But thank you all so much for tuning in. One final time, Wahpeton claiming a 10-1 victory to open up this tournament. Wahpeton Post 20 annual tournament. You've been listening to Post 20 Baseball on B92.7 FM.
This Wahpeton Post 20 baseball tournament game was brought to you by Bell Bank, Belmore & Sons, Cargill, Carlson Valley Insurance, Chahinkapa Zoo, Heitkamp Construction, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, Schmitty's Plumbing and Heating, Smith Motors, Valley Beach Service and Manufacturing, Action Realty, Buyer Insurance Agency, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Vision Ford. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.